Have you ever felt like you're playing a game where you've mastered all the rules, but you've completely forgotten why you started playing in the first place? You have the degrees. You have the skills. You have that vague, heavy word everyone kept throwing at you when you were younger. Potential. Yet, here you are, feeling more directionless, anxious, and stuck than people who seem to have half your cognitive RAM. It's a strange, quiet crisis. The higher your intelligence, the higher the probability that you will, at some point, feel completely and utterly lost. This isn't a coincidence. It's a psychological pattern known as the intelligence trap. Today, we're going to dissect exactly why brilliance often leads to existential paralysis, and how your greatest asset, your mind, became your greatest cage. To understand why you feel lost today, we have to look at where it began. For many intelligent people, it started with a label, gifted. When you're told early on that you're smart, a subtle but dangerous shift happens in your psychology. Your identity becomes tied to ease and outcome. School was easy. Learning was fast. You got the praise without the sweat. But life is not a structured classroom. There is no syllabus for your 20s or 30s. When smart people enter the real world, they encounter problems that cannot be solved in an hour. They encounter messy, chaotic systems, like corporate politics, relationships, or career building. This brings us to the paradox of choice. Where an average mind might see one or two clear paths, a highly intelligent mind sees 1,000. You can mentally simulate 20 different futures. You see the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur, an artist, a corporate climber, or a minimalist wanderer. To a brilliant mind, choosing one path feels like murdering 100 other potential versions of yourself. You don't want a good life. You want the optimal life. And because life cannot be optimized through a spreadsheet, you choose the safest mathematical option. You stay exactly where you are. For the intelligent, thinking is a superpower. But left unchecked, it turns into a weapon directed inward. This is the curse of hyper-rumination. Most people can just do things. They apply for a job, they go to the gym, they buy a house. But you don't just apply for a job. You analyze the macroeconomic trends of the industry, the psychological profile of the interviewer, and the inherent futility of trading 40 hours of your week for paper currency in a post-industrial society. You literally think your way out of action. In psychology, there's a concept called the hyperbrain, hyperbody theory. It suggests that high intelligence correlates with an overexcitable nervous system. You aren't just processing thoughts faster, you are feeling the existential weight of those thoughts more intensely. You notice the flaws in the system, the contradictions in human behavior, and the cracks in society. It's hard to feel grounded when your brain acts like a high-definition camera, showing you every piece of dust and imperfection in the room. Ignorance truly was bliss, but you've been evicted from that paradise long ago. There is another layer to this: existential nihilism. Intelligent people naturally look at the bigger picture. You zoom out, way out. You look at human history, geological time, and the unfathomable scale of the universe. And from that vantage point, your brain delivers a cold, logical conclusion. None of this actually matters. If the sun is going to swallow the earth in a few billion years, why does it matter if you hit your quarterly sales targets? Why care about a career ladder that leads to a grave? This God's eye view of reality is incredibly paralyzing. The mistake intelligent people make is confusing information with meaning. Your brain is excellent at collecting facts, data, and logic. But logic cannot manufacture a reason to live. Logic can explain how a heart beats, but it can never explain why it should beat with passion. You feel lost, not because you lack direction, but because you are trying to solve an emotional, spiritual problem with a calculator. Let's address the social reality. Intelligence can be incredibly isolating. Human beings are tribal creatures. We find meaning through deep, shared connections. But communication requires a shared frequency. If your mind is constantly vibrating at a level that obsesses over abstract systems, philosophy, or complex meta-analysis, finding people who speak your native language becomes difficult. When you feel misunderstood by the people around you, you mask. You play a character just to fit in. But over time, masking creates a profound sense of emptiness. You begin to feel like a ghost watching humanity from behind a glass wall. You feel lost because you've drifted away from the social structures that give regular life its weight and texture. So, how do you escape? How do you stop feeling lost when your brain keeps telling you everything is pointless? The solution is terrifyingly simple. You cannot think your way out of a thought trap. You have to act your way out. First, demote your brain. Your mind is an advisor, not the king. Stop trying to find your ultimate life purpose. Purpose isn't a treasure chest hidden in the woods. It's a house you build with your bare hands. Pick anything slightly interesting and commit to it for 6 months. Second, move from reflection to embodiment. When your head is on fire, drop into your body. Lift weights, run, build furniture, cook. Engage with physical reality. The physical world doesn't care about your existential dread. A heavy barbell or a steep hill forces you into the present moment. Third, embrace small, meaning tight. If the cosmic scale is too big to care about, shrink your world. Stop trying to save humanity and focus on your immediate circle. Making a great cup of coffee, mastering a specific craft, or helping one person today is more than enough. Being lost isn't a sign that you failed. It's a sign that your mind is too big for the small pre-packaged boxes society tried to put you in. Your confusion is actually a sign of growth, a search for something real. Stop looking for the map. Just start walking and the map will draw itself behind you. If this helped you clear the fog, hit subscribe. Let's figure out the why together.